There is an opinion that all financial, legal, and tax risks in the Russian market, just like in other markets, are compensated by the profit got by an investor. I mean, the profit is so high that it exceeds all the risks and just lowers them. Do you agree with that opinion?
If this would be the case, the profit would be that high, then I think we would have another 650 members in our association. No, I have to tell you one thing. It was just mentioned that the stability here in this country, the political stability, has improved considerably. And this is not any longer on the list of a premium for Russian risks for investors. So the Russian risk for investors is much lower today than it was several years ago. So investing here is, for those who are already inside Russia, well, don't quote me, but I would say it's a festival. The margins are good. The business climate is continuously improving in all these elements which we have mentioned now. There's still a number of improvements necessary, but, and I am saying this, and I'm not appointed by the president like the Russian judges, so I speak very independent. Unfortunately, the perception of Russia overseas or outside Russia is unfortunately rather negative. And I know this from my own boardroom in Germany. I represent a German company, a small one, it's called E.ON. We are the largest investor in Russia, by the way. And to convince even our own board, I hear the same stories which I just heard before, that the independence of the courts are not there, and this risk is high, and why again Russia, and the risk is, the country risk is so high. I have to convince our own people, our own board, that the process which has been made here in Russia, it's really there, and it is in line, and this goes for the court, and this goes in particular also, I must say this, for the arbitration court. When we started our business here, 1992, there was hardly one arbitration, there wasn't even existing arbitration court. And we were asking the German Ministry of Justice to send experienced judges to Russia, to the Federation, to educate the judges. There was a lack of education. Where should it come from after the Soviet Union collapsed? And in our Western societies, we expect too much, too fast. And we are, unfortunately, overseeing the progress which has been made. And the progress which has been made in this country is remarkable. Therefore, those investors which are already in the country, they do remain here. There are very few cases where we see that investors are divesting, that investors are getting out of the country. The contrary is the case. They're looking, including our company, for additional investment opportunities. And I want to say one thing. Yes, Russia is perceived different in the West than it's really actually when you're here. But I always say, there is a special business environment in China. There's a very special business environment in Saudi Arabia. Yes, there's also a special business environment in India. And so is a special business environment in Russia. And this business environment in Russia, allow me to say this, is much more comfortable than those in China, India, or in Saudi Arabia. So if you adjust to this, it doesn't mean that you need to bribe anybody. It just means that you have to adjust to the environment in which you are doing business, in which you're investing. And then you feel comfortable. And we are comfortable. And of course, we need improvements. I have the list here, I can still read it to you, but a lot of things has been said already. But these improvements are taking place step by step. The latest thing is just, which is highly appreciated by foreign investors and even more by Russian investors, is the appointment of an ombudsman for entrepreneurs, to protect the rights of entrepreneurs, as our friend Boris Titov. Yeah. So these are steps which shows that the government has understood in which direction we have to go in order to not, I hate this word, modernizing Russia's, to improve the Russian business, to change the infrastructure and to open up, to become more business friendly. And once we reach the time, and that might be in maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, that you can set up a company here in this country in 1 or 2 days instead of 6 months because of the bureaucratic hurdles. But I tell you, it used to be 8 months, 9 months, 10 months before. So then we are on the right track. And I think the present administration and the mindset is there. And I agree also, he is left now, that what we need here in Russia is a very strong political will. It is said and it's been propagated, but yet we have to see the deeds. Something has to be really done. In theory, things is there. All the manifests are declared, but now it's really high time that we are moving into action. When I say we, that is the Russian business, this is the administration, and this is what we want to see here in this country. And it is too great to have a stagnation. We have to go forward, and for our opinion, as a foreign investor, we are supporting this idea, and we are, with our investment, making always step-by-step improvements on the so-called modernization of this country. Thank you.